Continuing with Sri Chaitanya Chandramrta of Sri Prabodhananda Saraswati. This is the concluding portion now, beginning here with verse 109. Bibrad varnam kimapi dahano tirna sauvarnasaram divyakaram kimapi kalayan dripta gopala balaha Avishkurvan kvachid avasari tattadascharya-leelam Shakshad Radha Madhuripu Vapur Bhati Gaurango Chandra. Sometimes a bright gold lustre he displays, and sometimes as a small cowherder plays. Sometimes wondrous forms and deeds he reveals, according to the sentiment he feels. Sometimes, in moonlike Gaura, shining bright, Radha and Madhuripu's forms unite. Section 10. Greatness of the Incarnation. Akasmadeva vir bhavati bhagavan namalahari Paritanam papairapi purabhiresham tanubratam Aho vajraprayam hridapi navanitaita mabhut naranam yan singloki vatarati sa gauro mamagati. When Gaura in this world did incarnate, the waves of joy did sudden generate, with the illustrious one's holy names, which even sinners from their sin reclaims, which in their adamantine hearts when felt, causes them like soft fresh butter to melt. May that all-merciful Gaura Hari my goal and final destination be. 111. Na yogo na dhyanam na cha japa tapasyaga niyama na veda na charaha kvanu bhat nisiddhadyo parati akasma chaitanye vatarati daya sara hridaye pumarthana mauli paramiha muda luntati janaha. Those who do not yoga practice perform, nor meditate upon his divine form, who chant not, nor austerities sustain, nor practices of self-control maintain, who never study holy Vedic writ, but only sins and wickedness commit. Yet, when Sri Chaitanya did incarnate, whose heart melts with pity, compassionate, all these are suddenly restored to health, and plunder of life's treasured end the wealth. 112. Mahakarma sroto nipatitam api stairyamayate Mahapashani bhyo pyati katinameti dravadasham Natatyurdhvam nisadanamapi mahayogi manasam bhuvi Sri Chaitanye vatarati manaschitra vibhave. What time Sri Chaitanya was incarnate on earth and did wondrous love propagate, those swept away in action's mighty tide stand firmly now upon the other side. The ponderous rocks and stones that bar the way became quite pliable and melt away, as great yogins forsake solemnity and join the dance in loving ecstasy. 113. Striputradi kathang jahur vishayina shastra pravadang buddha yogindra vijahar marun niyamaja klesham tapas tapasaha Jnanabhyasavidhim jahuscha yatayaschaitanya chandre paramaviskurvati bhakti yoga padavi naivanya asidrasaha. Now that the Chaitanya moon, shining bright, hath shed on pure devotion's path the light, the worldly man to talk no longer cares of wife, children, and his mundane affairs. The pedants give up scripture's argument, and anchorites no more themselves torment. Yogins no longer the practice maintain, the inward and outward breath to restrain, and seekers of the knowledge absolute forsake the arduous and hard pursuit. Since the supreme love rapture has been shown, no other taste or relish is now known. 114. Abod gehe gehe, tumula hari sankirtana raho, pabho dehe dehe, vipula pula kashrushrati karaha, api snehe snehe, paramama karsha padavi, Daviyasyanayadapi jagati gaurevatarati. When Gaura in this world was incarnate, he did in every home inaugurate the loud singing of the name and glory expressive of the love for Sri Hari. Everybody was thrilled with rapture rare, and showed the signs of joy with bristling hair. And thus the sweet path of love was received, hardly in Scripture's page conceived. 115. Akasma devai tadbhuta navabhita plavita mabhun mahapremam bodhe kimapi rasavanyabhi rakilam akasmat chadrishta shruta chara vikarair alabhabhut chamatkara krishne kanaka ruchirangi vatarati. Since he whose limbs like gold irradiate did in this world descend and incarnate, the sea of Krishna's love swells and expands, and makes ecstatic rapture flood the lands. Right suddenly the deluge overbore with wondrous love ne'er seen or heard before. 116. Udgrinnanti samasta shastramabhito durvagavai yata dhanyam manyadiyascha karma tapa adyucha vacheshu stitaha dvitranyeva japanti kechana harir namani vamasaya purvam samprati gaurachandra udite premapi sadharana. Some by deep study churning scriptures see, think themselves learned in their vanity, and some who were in acts of penance skilled complacently esteemed themselves fulfilled, and some there were with impure hearts profane, who once or twice have uttered Hari's name. Such was the case. Presently, with the rise of moon-like Gaurachandra in the skies, all can the love wonderful realize. 117. Deve Chaitanya Namanya Vatarati Suraprartha Padabja Seve Vishwadrichi Pravistarayati Sumadhura Prema Piyusavichi Ko Balaha Kasya Vriddhaka Iha Jaramati Ko Buddha Ko Varakaha Sarvesham Aikarasyam Kimapi Haripadi Bhakti Bhajam Babhuva. Since God Chaitanya, whose feet are revered by all the gods, within this world appeared, a flood of love hath spread across the world, and all into the sweetness have been hurled. The young, the old, nay, even fools and knaves, in love's ocean are swept off by the waves. Without respect of persons, all the same, the love for Hari's feet all of them gain. 118. Sarve Narada Shankaradaya Ihayata Swayam Shri Ravi Prapta Deva Halayudhopi Milito Jatasyate Vrishnaya Bhuyah Kim Vrajavasinopi Prakata Gopala Gopyadaya Purna Premaraseshare Vatarati Shri Gaura Chandre Bhuvi. Since moon-like Gaura hath appeared on earth, the gods, impelled by love, have taken birth. Narada, Shankara, and goddess Sri, Halayudha, and Vrishni family, and even those who erst in Braja dwelled, cowherds and cowherd dames, by love compelled, who all as his associates are placed, have taken birth his love rapture to taste. 119. Brityaha snigdha ata sumadura projvalo daraba jatstat padabja dvitaya savidhi sarva evavatirnaha prapuhu purvadika tara mahapremapi yusha lakshmi swapremanam vitarati jagat yudbhutam hemagauri. What time golden Gaura was incarnate, the sweets of splendid love did propagate, whose servants, friends, lovers, a second time have come to serve his lotus feet divine, and relish of great love the vasty store, which they had never tasted of before. 120. Hamantyuchairuchairaha kulavaddopi parito dravibhavam gacchantyapi kubishaya gravad gatita tiraskurvan tyajya api sakala shastragya samiti kshito Sri Chaitanyed bhuta mahima sari vatarati. Since Sri Chaitanya deigned to take his birth and incarnate upon the patient earth, pious ladies, known for sobriety, laugh loudly in expressions of their glee. The hearts of worldlings, hardened in their pride, by his great influence are liquefied. Nay, even the foolish and ignorant have now become so wise and eloquent that scholars of all scriptures they defy, and vanity of vain learning decry. 121. Prayas Chaitanyamasidapi sakala vidang nehapurvam yadesham karva sarvartha sari pyakrata nahi padam kuntita buddhi vritti Gambiro darabhavo jwalarasa madhura prema bhakti pravesha kesham nasid idanim jagati karunaya gaurachandrevatirni. Before the time of Chaitanya's descent, in this world he had made his advent. The scholars were confused and led astray to life's fulfillment, could not find the way. But since moon-like Gaura was incarnate, the merciful, the most compassionate, who hath not the deep, sweet, splendid joy gained, and who hath not the path of love attained. 122. Srimad Bhagavatasya yatra paramam tatparyamuttik Tankitang श्रीवैयासकिना दुरन्वयतया रासप्रसङ्गेऽपि यद् राधा अर्तिकेली नागररसास्वादैक सद्भाजनं तद्वस्तु प्रतनाय गौरवपुषा लोकेऽवतीर्णे हरिः. The mystery suggested and implied, as in the Srimad Bhagavat described, the son of Vyas himself did not reveal, and certain aspects was fain to conceal. When he the Rasa Leela did relate, but since Hari himself was incarnate in the fair form of Gaura exquisite, the hidden meaning is made explicit, which is the love sport of Radha adored with her beloved and amorous lord. 1, 2, 3. Kechid dasyam avapurudhavamukha shlagyam pare lebhire Sridamadipadam brajambuja drisham bhavam cha bhejuhu pare Anye dhanyamata dhayanti maduram radha rasa bo nidhi Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu karunaya nokasya ka sampada. Some have attained to divine servitude, like Uddhava, and some have been endued, like Sridama, with fond fraternity. Some have attained the sublime ecstasy of lotus-eyed cowherd damsels fair, while others have received the blessing rare of the supremely blessed fortune sweet in service of Sri Radha's lotus feet. Since the great master Chaitanya hath deigned to favour, who hath not such treasure gained? 1, 2, 4. Sarvagyair munipungavaihi pravitate tat tanmati yuktibihi Purvam naika taratra kopi sudridham vishwasta asi janah Sampratyat prati ma prabhava udite gaurango chandre punaha Shrutyartho haribhaktireva parama kairva nanirdhayati. Sages of yore, wise and omniscient, could not agree. Each had his argument, and with no single principle to guide, upon the final end could not decide. But since the moonrise of Gauranga fair, who doth a merciful influence bear? Who cannot now conceive Scripture's decree that the true end is love for Lord Hari? 1, 2, 5. Vishwam mahapranaya sidhu sudharasaika prartho nidhau sakalameva nimajyamantam Gauranga Chandra Naka Chandra Manichataya Kinchid Vichitra Anubhavamaham Smarami. I contemplate the sparkling light that glows from Gauranga's moon gem-like splendid toes, which floods the world in great love's ecstasy and drowns all in sweetest felicity. 1, 2, 6. Ati punyai rati sukriti kritarto krita kopi purvai evam kairapi nakritam yat primabdho nimajjitam vishwam. Some have perfection in the past attained and fulfillment by immense virtue gained, but never was the world so quite flooded o'er and submerged in the sea of love before. 1, 2, 7. Dharme nishtam Dadadanupamam Vishnu Bhaktin Garishtam Sambibrano Dadadaha Hrittistati Saram Nicho Gognadapi Jagadaho Plavayantyashrupuraihi Kova Janatyah Gahanam Hema Gauranga Rangam. Some are steadfast in their righteous virtue, and some perform grand worship of Vishnu. And though engaged in right conduct alone, their heart remains as hard as any stone. But even base and sinful persons now, nay, even one who hath slaughtered a cow, are drowning the world in their tears of love, which wash away the guilt and sin remove. How can the measure of delight be told, when golden Gauranga doth this behold? 128. Kachit Krishna Vesha Natati Bahubhangimabhinayam Kachit Radha Vishto Hari 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 Tyartha Ruditaha Kachit Ringan Bala Kachidapicha Gopala Charito Jagad Gauro Vishma Payati Bahubhangi Madurima. Now, absorbed in Krishna's identity, he dances with gestures of ecstasy, and now, assuming Radha's sentiment, ah me, alas, aloud he doth lament. Sometimes as a cowherd he roams around, and sometimes as a child plays on the ground. Thus Gaura showed great glory in this wise, and filled the world with wonder and surprise. 129. Belayam lavanodhatir madurima prag bhava saraspura Leelayam navanalvalli rasanidhera sheshayanti jagat Khelayam api shaishavi nija rusa vishwaika sangmohini Murtihi kachana kanchana dravamayi chittayame rochate, whose golden form in youth and as a boy enchanted all the world and filled with joy. Wherever the sweet love and deeds proclaims, and tastes the rapture of fresh cowherd dames, the sublime essence of rapture distills, and with a flood of love the whole world fills. May I in my mind a fond love maintain for him who dances by the briny main. 130. Premanam Shravana Patagata Kasya Nam Mahimnaha Ko Veta Kasya Vrindavana Vipina Maha Madurishu Praveshaha Ko Vajanati Radham Paramarasa Chamatkara Madurya Sima Ekas Chaitanya Chandra Paramakarunaya Sarvamavishchakara. Who knew the deep significance of prem, pure love? Who heard the glory of the name? And who the delight of Vrindavan's wood had entered in or even understood? Who knew the wondrous love of Radha fair, of boundless sweetness and beyond compare? Only Chaitanya moon, to grace disposed, has all this great astonishment disclosed. Section 11. Beauty, exuberant dance, etc. 131. Purna prema rasamritabdi lahari Loalanga gaurachata Kodya chadi ta vishwamishwara vidhi vyasadibhi samstutam Dullaksham shruti kotibhi prakatayan murtihi jagan mohini Aschariyam lavanodarodhasi param brahma swayam nrityati. Supreme Brahman himself, in ecstasy, on the shore dances of the briny sea, whose lovely limbs with golden lustre shine, who revels in the waves of love divine. Ishwara, Vidhi, Vyas, and many more, with panegyrics and praises adore, who, though in millions of scriptures concealed, has now a world-enchanting form revealed. 132. Koyam pattadhati virajita kati desha kare kankanam haram vakshashi kundalam shravanayor vibratpade nupurao urdhva kritya vidadha kuntala bhara prot fullamalli pora krirati gauranagaravaru nrityan nijair namavihi. Who is this fair-limbed hero shining bright, whose loins are with a silken garment dight, whose hands with bracelets, chest and garlands graced, upon whose ears pendant earrings are placed, upon whose feet tinkling anklets resound, whose curls with blooming jessamine are bound, who sings his own names in exuberance, and all the while performs his graceful dance. 133. Deva dundu bivadanam vidadhire Gandharva mukhya jaguhu siddha santata pushpa brishti birima prithvi samachadayan divya stotra para maharshi nivaha prityo tas tunnijam premnon madini tandavam rachayati Shri Gaurachandre bhuvi. The great gods beat their kettle drums on high, Gandharvas sing, and siddhas from the sky a rain of flowers scattered down and hurled, which spread flower confetti o'er the world. The mighty sages raise the dulcet strain, and with hymns divine his glory proclaim, while Gaura moon in love's ecstatic trance performs his vigorous and frantic dance. 134. Kshanam hasati roditi, kshanamatakshanam murchati, kshanam lutati davati, kshanamatakshanam nrityati, kshanam kashati munchati, kshanam udara haravam mahapranaya leelaya viharatoha gauro harihi. Sometimes he laughs, here weeps, there swoons away, now rolls he on the ground in sweet dismay, now dances, now releases, sobs and sighs, and now, ah me, alas, alas, he cries. Thus, tasting love's great joy and ecstasy, here sports the divine Lord, Gaurahari. 135. Ashrunam kimapi pravaha nivahai kshoni pura pankili kurvan panitale nidhaya badari pandu kapolastali ascharyam lavanodarodasi vasan shonam dadhano sukam gauri bhuya hari swayam vikanute radhapadamboj Ratin Radhapadabje Ratin, whose tears abundant make muddy the ground, absorbed in sweetest sentiments profound, who doth his pallid cheeks on his palms rest, pale as baddery fruits, and sore distressed, who nigh the briny sea dwells with delight, who is adorned in saffron garments bright. Thus Hari himself, bearing golden rays, the love of Radha's lotus feet displays. 136. Pada gata ravair disho mukarayan netrabhyasang venibhi kshauni pankilayan naho vishadayan nattata attata hasair navaha. Chandrajyotirudara Sundara Kati Vyalola Shonambarah Kodevo Lavanoda Kula Moho Dhyani Muda Nrityati. Who is this wondrous God that doth abide in a garden near the briny seaside, with flowers filled? When he paces the ground, his mighty strides resonate all around. The tears that flow from his eyes in a flood dampen the ground and turn it all to mud, whose peals of laughter, resonating high, appear to whiten and make bright the sky, whose handsome thighs in saffron raiment dight shed moonlight from beneath his garment bright. Section 12. Lament 137. Sarvairamnaya churamani birapina laksang lakshyati yat swarupam Shrisha Brahmadya Gamya Sumadura Padavi Kapi Yasyasti Tad Ramya Yena Kasma Jagat Sri Hari Rasa Madira Mattame Tadvyadhai Shri Chaitanya Chandrasa Kimu Mama Giram Gocharas Chetasova. In all the high crest gems of Holy Writ, his own nature is not shown explicit. The path exquisite of love he hath shown is not by Shri, Isha, nor Brahma known. But right suddenly the world hath been blessed, and the sweets of Hari's love manifest, with quaffing the intoxicating wine of love madness and ecstasy divine. Will Chaitanya moon come within the reach of my conceptual faculty or speech? 138. Jadyam karmasu kutrachit japatayo yogadikam kutrachit govindarchana niskriya kvachitapi jnanabhimana kvachit Shri bhakti kvachit ujjwalapi cha Harir Vagmatra Evastita Ha Chaitanya Kuto Gatosi Padavi Kutrapite Nikshyati. Some sects to worldly acts are disinclined, some yogins to chant mantras are resigned, and by austerities themselves torment, some to worship Govinda are content, but tainted with pride, esteem themselves wise, regarding more outward solemnities. Distracted by ambition and acclaim, some talk of Hari's love only in name. Alas, Chaitanya, whither hast thou gone? I see not now the path of pure love shown. 139. Abhivyakto yatra druta kanaka gauro harirabhu mahimna tasyaiva pranaya rasamagnam jagadabhut abhut chaitanye stumula hari sankirtana vidhi sakala king bhuyo pyaha parivarteta madhura. When golden Gaura had made his advent, and to the sight of all the world present, the world was submerged in the ecstasy of love and affection for Lord Hari. The loud tumult was heard on every side, where Lord Hari in song was glorified, with rhythm and with dulcet melodic strain. Oh, will such sweet times ever come again? Section 13, Epilogue 140. Saiveyam bhuvi dhanya gaura nagari vilapi saivam budhi soyam sri purushottamo madhupate stanyeva namani cha no kutrapi nirikshate hari hari premotsava stadrisho ha chaitanya kripanidhana tava king vikshe punar vaibhavam. That blessed town in Gauda, beyond compare, and Sri Purushottama's realm are still there, and thus the great Lord of Madhus remains, and yet is heard the chanting of his names. But still, alas, wherever my eyes rove, I do not see that festival of love, O Chaitanya, of grace, the boundless store. Alas, oh, will I ever see you more? 141. Yadi nigadita meenadyasavat gaurachandro natadapi sahi kaschit shakti leela vikashaha atula sakala shaktyāscharya leela prakashayi anadigata mahatva purna evavatirnaha. If it be said, as the scriptures relate, that Gaura, like the fish, was incarnate, and partial incarnations that display deeds wonderful, I know not what to say. But moon-like Gaura, such grace was shown by the potent influence of his own, a wondrous display of exploits revealed. The Lord in all his fullness hath appeared. 142. Brahmeshadi mahaschariyam mahimapi mahaprabhu mugdabaloditam shrutva snigdo vashyam bhavishyati. Brahma and Isha are amazed to see the great Master's wonderful potency. I pray that when my puerile speech is heard, his natural affection will be stirred. 143. Drishtam na shastram guravo nam prashta vivechitam napi buddhai swabuddhya yatha tatha jalpatu balabhavat tathapi me gauraharihi prasidatu. I did not Holy Scripture's page discern, nor did I from great teachers and wise men learn, and thus I have but uttered childishly. May Gaurahari still be pleased with me. And thus ends Sri Chaitanya Chandramrta by Sri Prabodhananda Saraswati. Hare Krishna.